Okay, pause everything you're doing right now and listen to me. Because Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, the man whose biceps have their own gravitational pull, the human embodiment of peak physical perfection, just dropped a confession that completely shattered everything we thought we knew about Hollywood transformations. And honestly, I need to talk about this immediately. So if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and let's get into it, because this is way bigger than just a movie costume. There's this moment in Hollywood history that we all just collectively accepted as fact. The Rock gets a role, The Rock hits the gym with the fury of 1,000 suns, The Rock emerges looking like he was chiseled from Mount Olympus itself. It's the formula, it's what we expect, it's what we've been conditioned to believe. So when paparazzi photos first leaked from the set of the live-action Moana showing Dwayne Johnson as Maui with this absolutely otherworldly, cartoonishly massive physique, we all just nodded and said, yep, that's The Rock being The Rock. Except here's the thing, we were wrong, completely, utterly wrong. Here's where it gets interesting, because The Rock, in a recent interview with E! News, didn't just hint at something. He didn't dance around the truth. He looked the world in the eye and said, that's a suit. A 40-pound prosthetic bodysuit made by Oscar-winning makeup artist Joel Harlow. And here's why this confession matters so much. The Rock has built an empire on his physique. His entire brand is wrapped up in being the strongest, the biggest, the most physically imposing presence in any room. Admitting that he wore a bodysuit isn't just a casual fun fact, it's a crack in the armor of the mythology he spent 30 years constructing. So the question becomes, why would he do it? Why would he voluntarily admit this? Let me paint you the scene. The Rock is sitting down with E! News, and he's explaining the chaos of his filming schedule. He had just wrapped The Smashing Machine, where he played UFC fighter Mark Kerr, and get this, he was 50 pounds heavier than he is right now. 50 pounds! And from that set, he went directly onto the Moana set. Zero transition time, zero opportunity to reshape his body into Maui's signature demigod frame. And the filmmakers actually considered just using his natural physique from The Smashing Machine. But then The Rock said something that gave me chills. He said, we are the keepers of integrity, but also the fans are the keepers of integrity. And if I stepped on set looking like how I looked, they would have had a complete organ rejection. A complete organ rejection. He knew that showing up as anything less than the Maui we all fell in love with would be a betrayal of the fans, of the character, of everything the story represents. And that, right there, is the genius of this confession. Because The Rock didn't just admit to wearing a bodysuit, he framed it as an act of respect for the audience. He's saying, I care about you enough to make sure this character looks exactly right, even if it means swallowing my pride and putting on 40 pounds of prosthetics. 40 pounds of suit that he described with that signature laugh as hot as S. 2.5 hours every single day just to put the thing on. 2.5 hours of sweating, of discomfort, of sacrificing his own comfort for the sake of our experience. That's not weakness, that's dedication on a level we rarely see. And here's what I love most about this whole situation. When the reporter asked if he had bulked up for the role, The Rock's response was pure gold. He said, I'm so happy you said you bulked up, because when you say you bulked up, that means you couldn't tell. He wasn't embarrassed, he wasn't defensive, he was proud that the illusion worked, because that's what moving magic is. It's not about whether something is real or fake, it's about whether it makes you believe. And the fact that fans genuinely thought that physique was all him, that's the ultimate compliment to the craftsmanship of the team that built that suit. But let's be real for a second. This confession also changes how we see The Rock going forward, because for years we've held him up as this untouchable standard of physical perfection, and now he's telling us, sometimes even I need a little help. That's vulnerability, that's humanity, and in an industry where everyone is trying to project an image of effortless perfection, The Rock just admitted that the magic is part of the process. He even pointed out that the suit made the visual effects easier because Maui's tattoos are alive in the movie, and having them on the suit gave the VFX team a better canvas to work with. So the suit wasn't just a shortcut, it was a creative choice that actually elevated the film. At the end of the day, this isn't a story about The Rock being fake. This is a story about a man who understands that integrity matters more than ego. He could have stayed silent. He could have let us all believe that he somehow achieved that superhuman physique naturally, but he chose honesty. He chose to let us in on the secret, and honestly, that makes me respect him even more. But what do you think? Does this confession change how you see The Rock, or does it make you appreciate the craft even more? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the moments that shape our pop culture, because this conversation, it's just getting started.